Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we've hit the bottom of the hour plus 1 minute. My name is Fred Holmes. I'm an independent distributor with ZJ International. I currently hold the rank of Triple Diamond in our compensation plan, and it's my distinct privilege to welcome you to our Thursday evening executive overview of the ZJ International income opportunity. This evening, we're going to be going through quite a bit of information in a very short period of time. You may want to grab a pen and paper, jot down a few notes. What we're going to be doing this evening is we're going to be talking specifically about the three essential ingredients, if you will, the criteria that one would look for when making a decision to join a company and develop a home-based business in the profession of network marketing. And this information is really geared for those of you that are invited guests, perhaps a friend or a coworker, maybe a family member, has been sharing with you a little bit about the products that we bring to the market with ZJ International. Perhaps you've been one of our customers for a while now, and you've been invited this evening to learn more about opportunities to create supplemental income from a home-based business, or for many people, replacement income, and for a number of people, well, frankly, what would be called life-changing income. And so a very special welcome to those of you that are invited guests. Now, this evening, our focus is going to be on the income opportunity and that's available today with ZJ International, as we are, frankly, prepared to launch into becoming the industry's next billion-dollar legacy company. Our focus is not necessarily going to be on the products this evening, although that will be one of the major considerations I'll be speaking to. We do have a very special product-oriented call that occurs on Wednesday evenings. We will have the formulator of our ZJ products, Dr. Russ Bianchi, on that call. So we encourage you to get involved in that call as well for further information. But to this evening, those three ingredients that I talked about, I'm going to talk specifically about number one, experienced corporate leadership. I think it goes without saying that if you're going to align yourself with a company to create long-term residual income, you want to know that the leadership of that company is experienced, that they have a track record, that they know what they're doing. Secondly, we're going to talk about products, because that is, of course, the foundation of a long-term residual income. And we're going to talk specifically about the kinds of products that lend themselves well to our profession. Third, we're going to talk about timing. I would believe that most people would agree timing is an important factor in just about every element of our life, but certainly in our particular industry of network marketing. So let's talk first about that first ingredient, experienced corporate leadership. A short 5 years ago, I was introduced to ZJ International, and candidly, that was the only reason I paid attention to the gentleman that was sharing this information with me, because he mentioned the name of our founder and president, Ken Brailsford. Now, you may not recognize that name. Now, I certainly did not know Ken personally 5 years ago, but I certainly did know of Ken Brailsford. Ken is an icon in our profession. Ken is really the founder of encapsulation of herbs in our industry, and he's built two of the long-term legacy companies in the direct marketing industry. Ken was co-founder of Nature's Sunshine back in the 70s. Now, some of you will recognize that company name. Today, approximately 40 years in business now, Nature's Sunshine has become one of only 24 companies in the history of network marketing that has achieved $1 billion in sales, been in business over 20 years, and continues to thrive now 40 years later. Ken went on to become the founder of Enrich International in the 80s, another one of those 24 long-term legacy companies. That company now continuing after 30 years in business, now under the name of Unicity. Ken Brailsford, the reason that I recognize that name is because he's the only man in history that's built two of the long-term companies in our industry. And when I heard that Ken had come out of retirement to build his third and final project, well, frankly, for me, that was pretty much a guarantee that the ZJ International was destined to become a great, great company. Now, the second criteria you look for is products. And let me just share this with you because I certainly have had a lot of time in this industry. I've learned what kinds of products serve this industry well. And specifically what you look for are these items. You look for something that is unique, brand new in the marketplace, something that is, if you will, first to market. Be the industry leader. First to market is always the winning company. Secondly, you look for something that is highly consumable, preferably on a daily basis. That's why many, if not the majority of those 24 long-term companies I mentioned in the industry are nutritionally oriented companies, daily consumable products. But most importantly, it's got to be a product that really works, something that people use on a daily basis, but that really makes a difference in their lives, that they want to continue to use it, because having long-term repeat customers is what creates long-term residual income. Now, we were very fortunate. The actual Zija story, while we've been in business just 6 years now, the Zija story started a couple of years before that with an hour-long documentary that aired on the Discovery Channel. Now, this documentary introduced us to a tree, a botanical, by the name of Moringa oleifera. And what we learned was that this botanical was one of the most nutrient-rich botanicals that had ever been studied by mankind. We learned that a very small quantity of the powdered leaf of this tree was being used to reverse childhood starvation in as little as 2 weeks. It was being used in some of the most impoverished and poverty-stricken areas of the world. What was amazing is not only was this doing this much more quickly and efficaciously, but less expensively than some of the finest nutritional supplements and medications known to the Western world. Now, since the original airing of that documentary, we have really been overwhelmed by third-party validation of the nutrient power, the nutritional power of this tree, Moringa oleifera. Today, there's over 200 worldwide humanitarian organizations that endorse the use of the Moringa oleifera tree. We have countless numbers of universities and medical schools that have studied this botanical. As a matter of fact, you can even do your own research by going to the government's website, where they have thousands of Western medical studies on different topics. Go to pubmed.gov and do a search on moringa, and you will find hundreds of peer-reviewed Western medical studies further attesting to the nutritional power and benefits from this tree. Now, when that original documentary was aired, we were very fortunate. A videotaped copy of that documentary was forwarded to Ken Brailsford. And he'll tell you himself, he really wasn't interested in getting back into business. He was retired. He looked at it kind of as a courtesy to his friend. But when he saw the power of this tree, he recognized he could do more good for mankind with a single botanical than he'd done with the perhaps hundreds of other products from his previous 2 companies. So that was the genesis of Zija International. We launched our company just over 6 years ago with our original moringa drink. And what we did is we were very fortunate. Ken Brailsford had certainly the financial resources to do this, but he also had the credibility in the industry to attract some of the finest of scientific minds. And one of the people he brought into the company to work with us was a gentleman by the name of Russ Bianchi. Dr. Bianchi is arguably one of the top food formulators in the world, and he was able to take the Moringa oleifera tree, which just doesn't taste good, but convert it into an enzymatically active drink where we could drink it on a daily basis and get all the benefits of the Moringa oleifera tree. Now, today, our moringa drink, we have over 90 verifiable nutrients and ingredients, 46 antioxidant properties, 36 anti-inflammatory properties, all of the omegas, 3, 6, and 9. But what's most important is they are presented both in efficacious amounts and in balance, in the correct quantities that nature intended. We have all of the amino acids, including the 9 essential that are just not available in our diet. We have to, or the human body cannot make. We have to consume it from our diet. All of this is available in a great tasting drink where people can have the nutrition they need on a daily basis. And certainly, one of the things that we've recognized, and it's pretty much just common knowledge, so much of the challenges, the health challenges that we experience today are directly related to our diet and has everything to do with what we eat. And the fact is that you just can't eat well enough in America today because the nutrients just aren't in our food chain anymore. Now, we launched with that original drink. Today, we have 3 separate product divisions. We have our liquid nutritionals, which now includes our all natural, organic sports energy drink, if you will, the healthy alternative to the power drinks out there. If you're looking at what is our market potential, just imagine how many people are drinking one of those power drinks on a daily basis or supplementing their energy level with caffeine throughout the day. That alone will share with you what our market potential is. Our second product division, we introduced a line of personal care products in the form of our Gen M, stands for Generation Moringa skincare line. Some of the most notable documentation out there on the benefits of the moringa tree is for topical use. And so today we have a complete line of salon products, all infused with the nutrient power of the moringa tree. What's exciting about that is that second product division line, that in and of itself can be a $1 billion a year component to our business. I mean, we know that from other companies such as Mary Kay, Jafra, Arbonne. In many ways, I consider our skincare line to kind of be the sleeping giant of CJ. But let me tell you about our third product line, because we launched this a short 30 months or so ago, and this is our weight management system. And I want you to take very close note of how I phrase that. It's our weight management system. It's not a diet drug. It's not a pill. And it's not specifically just for losing weight. It's a complete system that starts with nutrition from our nutrition drink, our moringa drink. We then go into a second component, which are additional capsules that are designed to help the body improve its metabolism, reduce cravings for the foods that we shouldn't be eating, help improve energy. We have an evening capsule that's designed to help the body better process the foods that we eat and to set us up for a good night's rest, which is one of the key ingredients to successfully maintaining a healthy body. The third component is our premium tea, which is a natural product that helps the body cleanse itself of the impurities and toxins and waste products that have built up over the years. This weight system is being used by people, in many cases, athletes, to improve the lean muscle mass. We have many people that are using the system simply to maintain a healthy body weight. But what has really driven the growth of our company over the last 30 months is those folks that have used our weight management system as a weight loss program. I mean, we've had people that have been able to shed, 5, 10, 20 pounds that they've been trying to get rid of for years. We've had people lose 50 pounds, 100 pounds. We have individuals that will have lost over 200 pounds on our weight management system. And what's exciting is it's been done without surgery, without drugs, without diet, without exercise, and it's been done in a healthy format. Matter of fact, last week, for those of you that may have been on this call last week, we had David Albini has lost well over 200 pounds, a traumatic, life-changing result for that gentleman. And a special shout-out to Dave, who's just recovering from shoulder surgery. And we're excited to hear you doing well, Dave, and thank you for being on our call last week. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got products that just don't exist in the marketplace. We are the Moringa Company. We were first to market with our Moringa product. Today, we are the world's leading importer, grower, manufacturer, and distributor of healthy Moringa products. This is what's caused our company to literally skyrocket sales in just the last 30 months. Now, before I go into our third topic this evening, which is timing, I want to give you an opportunity to hear from one of the people that's been using our products, and as a matter of fact, one of our newest distributors who's just gotten off to a tremendously fast start, and it's all because of the product results that she's had. Kimberly, you and your husband Mike have really taken the income opportunity portion of our business very seriously. I know it's because of the results that you got with our products. Would you join us on the call a little bit? Kimberly and her husband Mike are from Noonan, Georgia, and we're very excited about what's been happening with these folks. I believe you've been in all of about 2 weeks now, something like that. Kimberly, take a moment to share with us a little bit about your background, why you got involved with us, and what you've done to get off to such a fast start.
Thank you. Hello, good evening, everyone. Mike and I personally own a successful metal business, but we've always kept an open mind with making some extra residual income. We both started on the Super Mix and gained instant energy and clarity, but what surprised us the most was the sleep. We're now getting that deep REM restful sleep, and it's very nice. Our whole family benefits from that. With all those credible benefits and results, we actually signed on as distributors with the Builder 2 system, mainly because it's the best option to be able to share the product and get quick results back with our growing business. Basically, 2 weeks. In 2-week period, we ranked in at Builder 1000. We did that by duplicating the simple steps followed by our upline and our team. The number one thing I would say is extremely important to all of you is to be coachable, be duplicatable. We reached Team 250 in the first week. We got our auto ship free. And by the second week, which was just last week, everyone, my paycheck was $1,013. My favorite part of this journey is not that there's a fantastic product, not that there's great residual income, but for me, it was the team. It is the team. It's all those great efforts that were put into me and the team that makes it so powerful. That gives it that momentum to succeed. Thank you so much, Fred. Back to you.
Well, thank you, Kimberly and Mike. You folks are truly setting a wonderful pace for your organization. And ladies and gentlemen, Kimberly and Mike are truly, if you will, one of the segments of the population that is looking so closely at the income opportunity for ZG International. There's certainly a lot of people that are doing well out there. But we have something that just isn't available in most professions, most businesses, or most occupations. As Kimberly said, the opportunity to create ongoing residual income that ultimately is not dependent upon whether or not you have to be working today. So let me talk a little bit about timing. See, in just about every aspect of our life, timing is certainly important. In our profession in network marketing, it is critical. It is the third ingredient to finding a successful company. Now, what you look for is a company that's starting into what's called the momentum phase. That's a term we use in our profession. All of the industry's highest level income earners, high level 6- and 7-figure income earners, joined their respective companies as they went into the momentum stage. Now, the momentum stage is when a company's sales start to get to a point where it almost takes on a life of its own. There's enough people involved, there's enough results, people are now hearing about us, and that momentum stage will tend to go from a linear growth to an actually a geometric or exponential growth. The technical definition of a company entering the momentum stage is when a company hits its first year when they achieve $1 to $200 million in sales. If you can find a company that has hit that magic point somewhere between their first $100 and $200 million a year, you have a company that has been around long enough that they're stable. You can count on the fact that they're going to be able to grow. That's always been one of the challenges with companies in our industry, is a lot of them don't stick around but 2 or 3 years. But what's exciting is that if you can get in at that point in time, you're in before the masses and you have a chance to be able to build with the company as it goes through that explosive growth stage. ZG International, I'm going to tell you right now, is literally at the doorstep of that momentum stage. We completed last year at $109 million in sales. We're literally at the very leading edge of that momentum stage. But I'm going to share something else with you. It's probably going to be a more, illustrative of what's about to happen with ZJ International. We are poised this year, in the next 12 months, to create more sales volume than ZJ International has done in the first 6 years of its history combined. We will do more sales this year than the first 6 years of ZJ's history all put together. That's what creates tremendous opportunity. Now, I want to go over to Newnan, Georgia. We have a young man, Douglas Stroop, with us on the line. And Douglas, it's been absolutely beyond exciting to watch you as you've developed in our company. I remember seeing pictures of you while you were in school, and frankly, you were kind of a scrawny kid, but then you got on our ZJ products and muscled out, and you've recently graduated and made a decision, instead of pursuing your college education area, to actually build a ZJ business, and you've done a tremendous job. Hit the gold level now in qualification for our Team Benz Mercedes-Benz program. Douglas, take a moment to share with the folks a little bit about, your background, why you decided to get involved with us, and what you've been doing to launch your business.
Well, like Fred said, my name is Douglas Stroop. I recently graduated from Bryan College, and my degree was in business administration. My story to ZJ, my introduction to ZJ is very simple. My mother, Amy Stroop, literally tossed me a packet of Smart Mix and said, "Here, drink this." So, after a week of consuming Smart Mix, I really liked how I was feeling. A little bit of background on me is, I played baseball in college, and I played my whole life, but, the life of an athlete is just full of, achy joints and sore muscles, and, I thought this was just a life I was going to be living, but once I started taking that stuff my mom gave me, the Smart Mix, the aches and pains started to go away, and I felt absolutely incredible on and off the field. So, what I did is I got started with a Builder System 1 and, set up my auto ship to be 150 points in order to maximize the comp plan that ZJ has in place. And, after that, it was simple. I just began to plug into the duplicatable system that I was taught. And, like I said, graduated in May of 2012, and since then, my business has grown close to 450%. And I'm actively building right now with an incredible team, and we all share the very same vision. And through helping others, I've achieved, like Fred said, the rank of gold. That doesn't mean anything special about me. I'm just an ordinary guy, but it does show the power of the team when we come together for a common goal. And by the way, I'm getting married in June. I think we got like 71 more days. And the best part about ZJ is the ability to be proactive financially for my fiance and myself. And I am so thankful for ZJ to give me this opportunity. So back to you, Fred.
Douglas, thank you for taking time to join us on the call, and again, congratulations to the great success you've had in your business. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're starting to hear, especially with Douglas's story, is this is the new profession of the 21st century. So often people are graduating from college and there really isn't much opportunity out there for them. Douglas has realized that the very best way to create financial security, and let's go beyond that, true financial prosperity, is to control his own business life and create his own business. And most importantly, and especially for those of us that aren't in our 20s anymore, the ability to create long-term residual income. Now, there's been a number of things that our guests have spoken about. I want to talk briefly about a couple of those items. We've recently introduced a program called Team 250. You heard Kimberly mention that she and her husband Mike hit that in the first week. Really what that is, it's an opportunity to create a zero overhead business for our brand new distributors for simply doing what we do. Sharing our product with a couple of people, you're able to literally have the company pay for your own personal products on a monthly basis by simply introducing a couple of people to our products every month. You heard the term Team Benz. We put into place a new program called our Team Benz program. It's a luxury automobile program. Now, frankly, that's not necessarily unheard of in our industry. There's a number of companies that offer that, but it's always been offered to only the top producers, the top income earners. And frankly, I can afford to get any car I want today. What we've done at Zija is we've recognized the power of providing these incentive programs to our newest distributors, and we've been able to put this program into place, and even distributors at our gold level, as you heard, Douglas is now in qualification for his Mercedes. This allows our distributors to be able to reap rewards of their business early on in their business and be able to demonstrate by driving a luxury automobile the success that they're building in their business. Now, to become an independent distributor with Zija International is a very simple process. It's something as simple as a $39 application fee that enables you to be able to purchase the product at wholesale from the company, allows you to build your own distribution organizations through the development of other team members. Now, we've learned that the most successful, the most efficient way to develop new potential customers as well as new potential distributors is through our sampling program. Both of our previous speakers this evening were introduced to Zija because somebody cared enough about them to let them try our product. And so we make it very simple. There are three specific packages designed for anybody to be able to start their business. We have a personal system, which gives you enough product for your personal consumption, and some extra product. You can try a few of our different products, have a little bit to sample out. It's $330, and a great way to start your Zija business and literally be able to have your products for free by sampling out to a couple of people. For those of you that are looking to create a larger income and a faster start in your business, we have Builder System. Our first Builder System is simply a doubling of the personal system. Your Douglas started with that. It's a $660 order, but what it does is it gives you not only product for yourself, but enough product you can sample out to a number of people right away to build some momentum in your business, but you get additional benefits. The company will provide you with that order an additional $300 in product samples to make that sampling process go much faster. You'll also be able to receive for a period of 3 months a 50% increase in our largest area of income, our team commissions. It's literally allowing you to make half again as much money for doing the same thing. So you can build your business faster when you need the extra money the most in the early days of your business. Finally, the top position, our Builder System 2, it's simply a doubling of Builder System 1. It's a $1,300 order, but it brings you an additional $600 in product samples for free, and it extends your 50% increase on your team commissions for a period of 6 months. And as you heard Kimberly say, it was really the best bang for the buck, if you will. So we have areas where every individual can get started in our business. Now, what I want to do is I want to take you over to Ohio. I've got Michael Panko on the line, another young man that I've seen now develop his business over the last couple of years, has done an absolutely astounding job, has hit the level of platinum distributor in our organization. Platinum distributors are typically part-time, but creating what most people consider to be a very significant full-time income. He's been able to get his own Mercedes-Benz now through the company. Really one way step away from qualifying for our profit-sharing program. Michael, it's been wonderful to see you here recently out in Florida together. We were at the Chairman's Club event, and excited to hear what's happening with your organization. Matter of fact, I'm looking forward to working with your team here in a couple of weeks. Take a moment, if you will, Michael, join us on the call. Help our new people understand, what did you do? Why did you get involved with Zija? What did you do to launch your business? And what's happening in your business today that's driving so much momentum?
Well, thank you so much, Fred. You know, when we were introduced to Zija by Pat Anderson, Natalie and I saw something, an opportunity to create an income that we had never before imagined. You know, me as a marketing director for a global manufacturer and my wife Natalie as a pharmacist, we were looking for a business that would allow us to leverage our time and resources to generate a residual financial security. So what we did immediately was we took the advice of our sponsor. We got started right away with the Builder 2 system, and Natalie and I wanted to have enough product for our own personal consumption and enough to share with others. And we used the simple duplicatable system that we're all taught, and within about the first 30 days, we were able to recoup our initial product purchase and go right into profit mode. And, you know, Fred, at the age of 27 and my wife Natalie at 25, it's been absolutely fantastic to be able to build an international income. I mean, like you said, last year we had the opportunity to be a part of the luxury cruise up to Alaska. That's something that Natalie and I are going to remember for the rest of our lives. Being able to be down on the Florida coast at a leadership retreat with some of the top income earners in this corporation. And I absolutely love the luxury Mercedes-Benz program, Team Benz. You know, Fred, I've got this steel gray Mercedes with the tinted windows, and I absolutely love getting in that thing wherever I go. But what I'm most excited about is when I get up in the morning, I'm excited. I'm excited to be a part of this company, and Fred, I absolutely love my life with ZJ. So with that, I'm going to pass the call back to you.
Michael, thanks so much for joining us on the call. I have to tell you, I'm excited every time I hear your story because, you know, I have to think to myself, you know, what if I had been able to find ZJ International when I was 27? So congratulations to you, Mike, and Natalie, and looking forward to working with your team here in a couple of weeks out in Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, you've had a chance to hear the three significant or primary ingredients to success in our industry: experienced corporate leadership, the right kind of product that really works, that creates long-term customers, and timing. And I'll have to tell you, when I first got a chance to see ZJ 5 years ago, those three things weren't in place. The experienced corporate leadership was. And certainly we had that original product, but it was just one product. It didn't have the universal appeal of the products we had today. And as far as timing goes, frankly, most people with my background in the industry would have passed on ZJ because it was just too young and too small. The only good thing that for me is that fortunately I knew that the Ken Brailsford story was going to be able to make up for those other two ingredients. And for the last few years, myself and a number of us who saw ZJ early on have been building our company to where we are today. Today is what we have been waiting for. Today is the opportunity that ZJ is going to launch into that momentum stage. And I will tell you, while it's truly remarkable how many people have been able to create, you know, 6 and in some cases 7-figure incomes with ZJ International, the fact of the matter is the top income earners in this company have not even joined yet. That's what's going to happen over the next 5 to 10 years. So with that, I want to thank my guests for joining us on the evening, because your stories have been the real illustration of the information. And I'm going to do two things in closing. Folks, for those of you that were an invited guest this evening, as soon as we're through with this call, I want you to get back on the phone. I want you to contact the person that invited you to be on this call and find out what you need to do. If you haven't tried our products, try our products. If you got questions about, our builder systems, the compensation plan, how to engage, get those questions answered. And then secondly, I want you to make a note. On Saturday morning, we're going to host a very special fast start training for new distributors. Our guest trainer on Saturday morning is going to be a lady named Dee Dee Shaw out of Forsyth, Georgia. Dee Dee has built a business to where she's now at the emerald level of our compensation plan. She's Team Benz qualified, has been on the company's luxury cruises, creating a full-time income on a part-time basis. Dee Dee's a stay-at-home mom. She homeschools 7 of her children. And she's going to share with us exactly step-by-step what she did, starting from home on a part-time basis, to be able to replace a full-time income and have the luxury of time freedom as well. That call will start promptly at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. That's Pacific time. That is 11 o'clock Eastern time. And I encourage you to join Dee Dee for that call as well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and close out the call. Special thanks to my guests for sharing their story again this evening. And with that, the lines are open. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you Saturday morning. Fred, Dave, I'll be in shows just from there. Thank you very much, sir.
Hey, Dave.
Great call, Fred. Phoenix call, Forsyth, Georgia.
Hey, looking forward to hearing you, Diddy.
Call, Fred. I was a great son of yours to California. That's kind of like.
Hey, we're
Great call, Fred. From the
Good call, Fred. Marcel Ashley, Belleville, Georgia. Good call, Olivia Holder, Hampton, Georgia.
Great call,
Michael Stackman, Sacramento, California. Great call. Thank you.
Fred, you're the best. Thanks so much. Great call, Fred. Don Katrina, Des Moines, Georgia.
Great call, Fred. Great call, Fred. Mark Holmes, Baltimore, Maryland.